How's it going, guys? Dino from JSchool Gaming here, bringing another FIFA episode. We're going to be doing marquee matchups, predictions and investments guide. I haven't done one of these for the past couple of weeks, so let's head on over and see the teams. So, now we're over on the squad screen. I'm going to look at 6 different predictions that I've come up with. So, let's have a look at the first one. And to be honest, I think this is the favourite. It is going to be Borussia Dortmund versus Schalke. So let me just throw it in the last player from Schalke that I picked up. It was going to be Nestatic, but I didn't win him. So, I think Borussia Dortmund versus Schalke is going to be the most... It's the favourite in my eyes. So, people worth picking up. Kagawa, an 83 rated player, and he is absolutely dirt cheap, so he will bring your squad rating up. You can see I've gone for the rare Germans in Weigl, I believe you pronounce it, Castro and Maximilian Meyer, and then some good cheap rating boosters with Bentaleb and Nestatic, but Shop works as well. So let's head on over to the second matchup in my predictions, and that is Monaco versus PSG. This one, I personally think it's going to be in it. I think this one would be relatively expensive if it came out. You can see from PSG, I've gone for Trapp, who's one of the cheapest, highest rated players in that team. Being a goalkeeper, they tend to be a little bit cheaper. So we've gone for Trapp, Ben Arthur, who's only 950 coins for an 81 rated, so he's good. And then I went for Rabiot, he's 80 rated and he's French, which is always a bonus. Then you can see from Monaco, we've got the higher rated players in Jovetic and Moutinho, and then Tielemans is an 80 rated and a rare. Monaco players are relatively expensive at the moment, so I didn't pick up too many of those. The third matchup is, see, this could be a potential big money maker. Toronto versus Columbus Crew. So you can see I went for Altidore and Bradley from Toronto because they're American. I think there will be an American requirement. Then Vasquez I picked up as well. And then from Columbus Crew, you can see I went for the Portuguese right mid of Santos. Federico Higuain only cost me 500 coins. Kamara, 500 coins again. Then I just picked up a couple of actual American players in Trapp, who was 400, and Stefan, who was 300. If you're going to make big money on any of the SBCs, it's going to be this one or one that I come on to later. So, again, as a disclaimer, these are only my predictions. Don't go blowing your entire coin budget on MLS players and then shouting at me because it didn't come off. I've gone for Zenit versus Spartak Moscow. I've actually got him as a first owner, as you can see. So from Zenit, I went for Zubia, 79 rated, and he's a rare, and he's Russian, and he is like 800 coins, so he's dirt cheap. Smolenkov, who I've actually packed again, so, but again, he's Russian and rare, so that's always a bonus. I went for Kranovitia, just because he's relatively cheap and he was a midfielder. Then I went for Popov, Glushakov and Anadiz. Can't pronounce it. He's Georgian anyway. So those are my predictions. Pick up some rare Russian players as well from any club in the Russian league. That would be helpful. So on to our second to last matchup, and we have gone for Liverpool versus Chelsea. Not too sure on this one. Premier League games are generally the favourite in marquee matchups. It's not often you see a marquee matchup without a Premier League game in it. So I went for Sturridge and Henderson, who are actually packed Sturridge, but he's 1,000 coins, and Henderson is 800 coins. So two 82 rated players that are rare and English. You can get them for like 1,600 coins or less. Those two are a must buy for me. I went for Klavan. Again, he's a fairly high rated Liverpool player. And then keeping with the English theme, I went for Danny Drinkwater in midfield. He's one of the highest rated English players from Chelsea that is relatively cheap. Then I've got Christensen, who I believe I packed, and Batshuayi, who I picked up for 800 coins for that rare player. So on to the final matchup. This is the one that could be, I mean, it could bring in so many coins if it does come off. I'm not sure that it will, but Celtic versus Motherwell. See, I've actually got 4 Celtic players there and only 2 Motherwell. So good investments for these would be rare and Scottish players playing in the Scottish League. Goals, because I think there will be a minimum team requirement, but I reckon it'll be around 72, 73. So I've gone for Scott Sinclair, who's a 77 rated. Again, I actually packed him. And then I picked up these 2 yesterday. Griffiths for 650 coins and Armstrong for 650 coins. And then I picked up Dembele, Cadden and Malt. So I think this one, guys, will be where all the money is. Between this and the one that I mentioned earlier, the MLS one, you could earn a stack of coins. As always, if you like the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Have a nice day, guys.